the site of a spectacular battle, the Crash Carnival. Our lad Titan the Great returns with a loss against his name, and the underhanded power wielded by Germany's Hugo Sodom will look like nothing when his Mad Gear meets the British ingenuity of 500 trillion powers. Tally-ho, Titan!
We are live from London, England. The Crash Carnival is in effect, and tonight the main event escalates things between Titan the Great and the Mad Gear Gang as we see the 500 trillion powers come together. But also, do not forget, El Stinger and Ivan are going to go head-to-head. Major championship implications in that match. But first up, we're kicking things off with a fine tradition emerging here in the Crash Carnival. It is the Superstar Challenge. There you can see Don Savage in the background, watching over his protege, his client, Superstar Joe. And boy, Superstar Joe has been racking up the wins as he issues the Open Superstar Challenge. All part of the brainchild of Don Savage, who has become the manager of Superstar Joe. We've seen him defeat many hopeful competitors here in CWA, and who's it going to be tonight here in England? See Joe stalking the ring as he awaits the challenge. Wow, a newcomer here in CWA, Trey Trebuchet. What an interesting looking customer this is. Certain amount of swagger here from Trey Trebuchet. Don't really know much about this guy, but neither does Superstar Joe. It's going to be an interesting situation for him. This Superstar Challenge has really been paying off. He's racked up multiple wins at this point, but each challenge leaves him wide open, exposed to the unknown. And as he keeps competing, his opponents are going to know Joe better than he knows them in some cases, as may be the case here tonight. I don't think Joe's going to shy away from this one. Here we go. Joe is the aggressor here, Don Savage applauding his client. This kickboxer from the United States going for a sleeper hold, a different tactic for Superstar Joe, but it might be working. Oh, spoke too soon. There's the jawbreaker. And I'm very interested to see what Trey Trebuchet can do. Springboard, big forearm. Perhaps a diving fist as he goes for a cover. Might be ambitious. All right. Nice charging kick there. Not sure he wants to trade kicks with Superstar Joe, though. Rolls out of the way, and there's a knee to the face. Illustrating the skills of Superstar Joe. He is very confident in his abilities as a kickboxer. I'm getting more of perhaps a brawling sensibility from Trey Trebuchet, but he's using those fists and feet to his advantage. And a big charging boot. Looks for the cover. Only two. Trey Trebuchet cannot believe it. He really wants to see a result here. Sizing up Superstar Joe. Oh, looking for the super kick, but no. Joe caught it. Flips it back and a knee to the face. Outstanding. There's that back roundhouse kick. Didn't quite get the first one. Second one did the trick, and now Superstar Joe is poised. Oh my, the roundhouse kick. Looks for the cover. This could be it. No. Those combination kicks so dangerous. But Trey Trebuchet holds on, and oh, look at that! The top rope is nothing to Superstar Joe as he flips right over the top. And now we are on the outside here in this beautiful theater arena here in London, England. Slightly different setup than our usual Saturday Night Slam Masters configuration. Gitan Savage really enjoying this matchup, clearly. These fans, very gracious. Not so gracious from Joe. There's a hard shot. There's the clothesline. Another. Nice sweep kick takedown. Trey Trebuchet could be in trouble here. There's that rolling kick. The Sabat kick. Hooks the leg. And Superstar Joe has done it again. The winning streak continues. I believe that's 5-0 now for Superstar Joe as he takes on any and all comers to the Superstar Challenge. Fantastic scenes here in England. I'm really excited to see how far Superstar Joe can take this and maybe move on to a higher caliber of opponents. Of course, tonight, Alexei Salazar, the CWA World Champion, has come to address the championship situation. Last week, the commissioner told us all he feels Mysterious Budo's the #1 contender. Obviously, Victor Ortega feels that he was the never-defeated world champion, questions the legitimacy of Alexei Salazar's title reign. He won the title in the tournament of the Summer Carnival Championship some weeks ago now. And the question remains, what does Alexei Salazar think of all this? We're going to find out after this break. Don't go anywhere for more Saturday Night Slam Masters. And if you're just joining us, the CWA World Champion Alexei Salazar has come to England to address the title situation.
I just had a conversation with Commissioner Hager. Together, we discussed the title. It is a great honor to win and hold the World Championship, and I consider it my duty to defend this title against any man who is worthy. I agree there are many men who are worthy right now, but the last man to hold this title was never defeated, and I will not call myself the world champion until I beat this man.
Oh.
Victor Ortega, face me at the International Blowout, and let us decide who is the true, undisputed world champion in honorable combat.
So there it is, the International Blowout. Alexei Salazar has officially invited Victor Ortega to go champion against champion and finally crown an undisputed CWA World Champion. That's sure to be a tremendous match. And speaking of tremendous matches, here comes Black Widow. A unique individual made their debut last week in the Superstar Challenge in Germany. Of course, this is a very curious customer from Germany coming to CWA to look for their first win. Here it was the martial arts kickboxing superiority of Superstar Joe that got the better of Black Widow in their debut, but wow, look at that. Tremendously lanky, lithe, very curious style. Really hard to pin down. There is a certain X factor about Black Widow that I can't quite put my finger on, but certainly a lot of potential, I have to believe. I still have some questions surrounding the headgear. What is that concealing? It's a little hard to tell. It seems to be a little too large for the skull, but I'm not so sure. Whatever that headgear may be concealing, Black Widow's going to need it because here comes Gerald Golby. South African striker comes to England looking for a win. Gerald Golby has really been just an exciting presence here at CWA. Former Val 2 fighter, around 6'10". Very promising individual. Of course, some weeks ago, teamed with England's own Titan the Great for an early success. And Titan the Great's going to be in the main event. 500 trillion powers. It's not going to be Gerald Golby teaming with Titan the Great. We'll see more of that in the main event. Right now, Black Widow finds himself in the unenviable position of facing another martial artist of sorts. Clearly, the combination against Superstar Joe wasn't favorable, but look at this. Aggressive start from Black Widow. Didn't pay off. See, these guys are not hugely different in their size, but Gerald Golby, the bigger of the two, dimensionally, physically, a little bit more muscle. Very hard to speak to the physique of Black Widow, but look at this. Weaving a web of a clothesline of sorts as they crisscross the ring, and now Black Widow is working on the knee of Gerald Golby. Golby's no stranger to that kind of mat work. Probably prefers the striking style, likes his kicks, his punches, but we're going to see what happens here. Black Widow, a very unusual individual, and, well, Gerald Golby with that monster buster. I'm not sure that I would quite classify Black Widow a monster, as Gerald Golby delivers a vicious knee strike there. Nice arm drag takedown. You can see the dimensions of that sort of cowl, that headgear. Very unusual style for Black Widow. Difficult to know what's going on there. Then hung up on the top rope. And we know what that's like. That's bad news for Black Widow. Gerald Golby. Oh no! I thought he might have had it. And Golby psyched up. What's going to happen here? Oh, wow! Just gliding over the top rope. Shades of Superstar Joe. A mild collision, but Golby trying to take control with the kicks. Oh, wow! Black Widow firing back with a kick of their own. Very acrobatic style for Black Widow. Look at that. Effortlessly cartwheeling on the outside, but got to get back in the ring to get the win. Gerald Golby a little out of sync, but they're back in the ring together now. And it's Golby with the high kicks, the strikes, combination move. That could be enough. Only two, and I'm very impressed by the resiliency being shown by Black Widow, but it looks like those strikes are really taking their toll. Black Widow just refusing to give up here. That's Golby. No. Black Widow saw it coming, managed to slap the arms away, avoid the impact, and now it's Black Widow in control. Short armbar. Golby with the right hand deep. Off the ropes. No. Again they collide. Golby's in the corner. What's going to happen here? Black Widow setting something up here. Oh, from the top rope, it's the belly-to-belly suplex. No. Golby somehow kicks out. Front face lock. Knee to the face. Unconventional style, combining those martial arts. The catch as catch can, but another knee to the face. That's more the Gerald Golby we know. And his clothesline. There's another. Back heel sweep kick. Whoa! Black Widow blocks the shot. Fires back. Oh, back heel kick. That's incredible. That high black heel kick. But again, Golby goes the front face lock into the knee to the face. Doesn't quite get it done, though. This is just breaking. I'm being told that Ivan and El Stinger, in their upcoming match, the winner of that match will move on to a number one contenders match, so there's championship implications later tonight. Joe Golby goes the cover. He's not happy with the count. Hey, wait a second. Wait a second, what is this? Oh no, it's El Stinger! That's Los Dragones, Thunderbones, and Lamb Chop are attacking El Stinger in the parking lot. No! Oh no! El Stinger under assault from Los Dragones Eternos. Perhaps a belated, a personal strike, a vendetta against El Stinger. We saw several weeks ago in Mexico, El Stinger came out on top over Los Dragones Eternos, but maybe some bad blood bubbling back to the surface. Stay tuned for more on that situation. Hopefully this is not going to compromise El Stinger in the championship position, but Joe Golby certainly not compromised here, getting the win over Black Widow. Interesting kicking combination, really did it. Hung up there on the outside of the guardrail, and in the end, Joe Golby was too good here in London, England. Stay with us. More Slam Masters after this break.
Interesting. Pay attention. Challenger, Vega wins!
And if you're just joining us, here comes Ivan for what is scheduled to be a match to determine who will face Mysterious Budo in a number one contenders match at the International Blowout. And really, this is what Ivan's been working toward ever since he made an impact at the Summer Carnival Championship. It was Ivan and the United and Mighty who rushed in and attacked the world champion Alexei Zalazov. It was at the end of a grueling tournament. Zalazov had fought 3 matches, and it was all because the United and Mighty felt that they were denied an opportunity. Well, opportunity presents itself, but he's got to get through El Stinger, who I don't know what condition he's going to be in. We saw earlier El Stinger was attacked in the parking lot. Here we go. I guess he's going to come out here now. Really been a lot of violence for El Stinger. This is last week in Germany. Hits the Flying Comet moonsault, and Igor jumps in, breaks the pin. El Stinger won by disqualification, but now here this week, Los Dragones Eternos, Thunderbones, and Lamb Chop, some sort of reprisal for the previous conflict between El Stinger and Los Dragones Eternos, I have to assume. Oh, well. El Stinger not coming out here to compete, and Ivan, I guess, declares himself the winner by default. Oh, wait a second, though. Wait! This is not over yet. The man that Commissioner Hager deemed the true number one contender. Here comes Mysterious Budo. Ivan's ready for it this time. These guys have had some back and forth over the course of the Crash Carnival. This championship situation has really created a lot of drama and intrigue, a lot of interpersonal problems manifesting between these different prospective challengers. If you were with us earlier, you saw Alexei Zalazov setting up the championship match, an undisputed CWA World Championship match for International Blowout with Victor Ortega. Sure to be an amazing match, but it's the #1 contenders match. It's the match to set up the next challenger. Look at this! Ivan charging in, but Mysterious Bruno had him scouted. DDT! And Mysterious Bruno has just been on an absolute tear. He was the runner-up in the Summer Carnival Championship. Some felt that he was a little bit hard done by. He had to face Alexei Zalazov in the final without any break. Zalazov had the break, but Mysterious Bruno went straight from the semi-final into the championship match. It was an Iron Man effort. He fought a great match, but came up short. And some feel that maybe Mysterious Bruno should be given the chance to have a fresh shot at Alexei Zalazov. And he has earned this position. He's beaten so many guys and created a lot of anarchy. But look at that, diving up the top rope with a big cross-body splash. Nice jumping, twisting kick. That cyclone kick, that finishing move. He can hit it so many different ways from different angles. I think Bruno's surprised that didn't close Ivan out. I'm a little bit surprised myself. What's he going to do here? Oh no! Ivan getting him up, hanging him on the top rope, and now stomping away. Bruno heads to the outside, trying to put some space between he and Ivan. Reset it. Nice bulldog on the outside. I think that's a carpeted arena. Clearly taking its effect on Ivan as he writhes in agony. Bruno taking it back to ring. I don't know if is this an official match? I guess we're getting a preview of the #1 contenders match here. These guys are booked for International Blowout in a week from now. Sorry, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now on Sunday. I guess we're getting an early preview here. A lot of animosity has been building up between Bruno and Ivan over recent weeks. It wasn't that long ago that Bruno had the drop on Ivan. Bruno's been a thorn in the side of United and Mighty really since the week after Summer Carnival Championship. And it looks like it's going to be that hammer and sickle combination from Ivan. The German suplex into the clothesline, hammer into sickle. And well, arrogance brimming out of Ivan. He wanted the opportunity, and the opportunity is really within his grasp. If he could just beat Mysterious Bruno. Tremendous backbreaker here on the outside, right in front of these fans. Almost presenting Mysterious Bruno like a prize corpse in there. Big gut wrench slam. This is going to be a great matchup. I mean, look at these guys going head to head here. I don't think Ivan was prepared for it, but it's happening. And he's turning the tables on Bruno. Of course, we can't lose sight of El Stinger in all of this. This should have been a match with El Stinger. El Stinger potentially could have been heading to that championship match. Remember, a few weeks ago, it was El Stinger who beat Zangief. And his so far only match at CWA. Gets Bruno up here. Ivan with a big twisting powerbomb. Almost shades of the corkscrew pile driver used by Zangief. I guess this is an official match now, but Ivan furious. He's firing up. What's he going to do here? Maybe stomping the arm, setting maybe up for the Iron Curtain. Here we go. He's going to... Oh, wait! Mysterious Bruno just countered into a hip toss. He countered the Iron Curtain. It looks like Ivan's had enough. He's out of here. He doesn't want to deal with it. Save it for the International Blowout, where it's going to be a #1 contenders match. I guess this is a no contest. Ivan is just walking out. Nothing to gain here. Fair enough.
Here you go!
Optic blast!
X-Men versus Street Fighter!
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection! Arcade Classics!
And here we go! A big England main event here on the Crash Carnival as the 500 trillion powers make their entrance. And this crowd is going unstuck. The 500 trillion powers, Titan the Great, Birdie, England's own, formerly of the EWF. And now united again against Hugo and Mad Gear. This is shaping up to be a tremendous rematch of sorts from last week. The dream match between Titan the Great and Hugo Anderay, not going Titan's way in Germany, hoping that the hometown crowd will get him and Birdie over the edge. And here they come. This is the threat that has been emerging in CWA and over the Crash Carnival. We have not been able to shed the influence of the Mad Gear gang. What a tremendous sight they are. The German giant Hugo Anderay and the American Sodom. He may wear that Japanese armor, but he is American originally. Just a fan, they say. Led to the ring by Poison. Really, she's been the brains of the group, but you can see here, Hugo just getting the better of Titan the Great. They exchange those big finishing moves. Similar moves for the two giants. The Titan Breaker for Titan, the Giga Breaker for Hugo Anderay. And in the end, it was Mad Gear who came out on top. Hugo Anderay winning that Battle of the Giants in Germany. You see what happens when these giant tag teams go head-to-head in duo competition. As Mad Gear converge on the ring, and Poison leads them perhaps to victory. I think some felt that perhaps her influence over the main event last week was a little too great. She just got in the head of Titan Great. She had presence. Didn't lay any hands on him, but you know, I think maybe there was a sense that Titan didn't have his mind on the match entirely. And now Birdie's going to be here to watch his back, and he can have confidence that no one is sneaking up behind him as he blocks Hugo, making a frontal assault, but it is Hugo who comes out on top right here. Tremendous clubbing blows from this 7'10" individual. The biggest man in CWA, driving his knee into the face of the next biggest, 7'9". The British behemoth is down as Birdie watches on. Birdie just staring a hole into Sodom. He's not touching him. He's just getting his bearings, perhaps. I'm not sure, as Titan flat on the mat here. This is not the start the 500 trillion powers wanted to see, I'm sure. As Hugo delivering a combination of strikes, but now look at this. Titan lifting Hugo off. Oh, wow. Hugo managed to slip out of it. Perhaps his 440 pounds just a little too much, but Titan now twisting the arm. Hugo fighting out. Wow, big back sort of hip attack style move. Hugo really using his size and strength, and now pushing down on the shoulders of Titan the Great, really using the leverage of the position. What's he going to do here? Slamming Titan's head off the turnbuckle as he tags in Sodom. Big diving X handle. With the focus on Hugo, we haven't really seen as much action from Sodom as he stands in the ring and watches. What's Sodom doing? Well, he's going after Birdie. Birdie has shown tremendous restraint, but now Sodom is taking the fight to Birdie on the apron there, just dropping him in a backdrop style move right there on the edge of the ring. And now Titan the Great catches Sodom with a big boot. There's Poison. Poison's getting very close there. Just playing the mind games. She hasn't laid a finger on Titan yet, but look at this. Poison is pursuing Titan. And now Hugo tags back in. It's the hot tag from Sodom. Big back body drop. That is an 8-foot drop, but Sodom is able to break the cover, and Birdie now is stalking Sodom. He's not happy. The refs count, maybe just getting Birdie to play by the rules. Not really Birdie's style, if I'm honest. Birdie really he's a freewheeler. He'll play it the way he sees it. He's not afraid to brawl. He'll resort to weapons. Birdie really quite a rowdy individual, but so far sticking to the rules, maybe out of respect for his tag team partner, Titan the Great, who really wants to get a fair, clean win maybe here in England against Mad Gear. Now Birdie has his chance to get some looks in. Sends Hugo to the ropes. Big back elbow. Birdie doing his best to stay out of harm's way. What's he going to do here? Tremendous forearm slam. And stomping on Hugo. Wow. Okay, sure. Hey, wait. Lucky Colt? Well, Lucky Colt is coming out here. He's had his troubles with Mad Gear. Obviously, the Hyper Cannons have had extensive battles with Mad Gear during the Crash Carnival, and maybe, it looks to me like maybe Lucky Colt is here in the 500 Trillion Powers corner. What is Titan doing? Lucky Colt has come to support the 500 Trillion Powers against Mad Gear. Maybe just trying to, even the score, even the sides with Poison on the outside. And Titan the Great has Hugo up in the torture rack. He's got him in the torture rack. He can't make him submit out there, though. And it looks like Hugo able to fight out. Nice clothesline. And now Hugo going after Birdie. Sends it back into the ring. Lucky Colt approaching. Well, Colt looks like he's controlling himself. I think he would love to go after Hugo right now, but he's controlling himself. He doesn't want to get the 500 Trillion Powers disqualified. As Hugo slams Titan the Great. Titan the Great into the corner of the ring. Refs count. Reaches 9. Hugo brings Birdie into the ring the hard way. Titan's not moving. Lucky Colt's not sure what to do. Oh, come on. Well, Lucky Colt was supposed to be the equalizer, but I think he was afraid to get involved. He could have got the 500 Trillion Powers disqualified, but once again, it's Mad Gear who steal the win. They celebrate here. This is not how this was supposed to go for the 500 Trillion Powers. Titan the Great recruiting Birdie to CWA, but it has not worked out. Make sure you're here next week as we go back to the USA, to New York City and Metro City Square Garden.
You are now entering the hellhole.